These are the plaintiffs, Ella and Lisa Michael. Ella says the defendant's son jumped out of a crowd and hit her daughter square in the mouth, knocking out her front tooth. She's a girl. Her face is her beauty, for goodness sakes, and he had no right to do something like that. The defendants are not living up to their responsibilities, so they have no other choice but to sue for the $5,000 they're owed and for pain and suffering. These are the defendants, Deborah and Justin Martinez. Deborah says the plaintiff's daughter started it by slapping her son. He was just reacting to the slap in the face, and he punched her. It was just a natural reaction. The plaintiffs are just greedy people who are trying to cash in on an unfortunate situation, and they simply don't owe all that money. They're accused of causing a cosmetic calamity.
Ella Michael?
Yes.
And Lisa Michael?
Yes.
Okay, you are suing Deborah Martinez and Justin Martinez for $5,000 in pain and suffering and dental costs to repair a tooth that you say the defendant, young Mr. Martinez, had knocked out of Lisa's mouth. All right. I want to talk to the children because they're the ones who were there when it happened. The moms got involved afterwards. Lisa, tell me your version. What happened?
Okay, I was coming from after school because sometimes I stay late because I help the teachers with like clean up and stuff. So I was coming home with the after school staff. Like the after school staff were in the car, so I would continue to walk home. I saw Justin and a bunch of kids from after school in the middle of the street, like kicking him and stuff. So I was kept walking. And I just hear people say, don't go over there, she didn't do nothing, she didn't do nothing.
Did you say something to them as you walked by?
No, I did not.
Did you give them a look?
No, I did not.
Did you know them from before?
They from my after school.
Had there been a problem between you two before that?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
So I was about to cross the street, and I just see him coming, he just hit me in my mouth. So I just started crying, and I ran home.
He hit you for absolutely no reason?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What did the people around you do when he hit you?
They would just say, oh, and then that's when I ran upstairs.
How far were you from your home when that happened?
Like, I was across the street, and then my building's right there.
Okay, and when you got to your home, what did you do?
I told my mom what happened, and I went inside my mouth and stuff, and then she called 911.
Okay, the police come out there?
Yes, they did.
And was he still out there?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but you told them the name of the person who'd done it to you?
Yes.
Because you knew his name?
Yes.
Were you in class together?
No.
How old were you when this happened?
I was like 13.
And how old were you when this happened?
Just turned 15.
You had just turned 15. How old are you now?
15.
How old are you now?
16.
What happened?
I just got out of after school. I was with a bunch of friends. We were playing on our way towards a corner store. Like, we were just play fighting and all that. We had settled down and we stopped, and this girl came from behind me and she just slapped me.
What girl?
Lisa?
Lisa?
Mm-hmm. She had came from behind me and she slapped me. I didn't know who it was or anything.
Why did she slap you?
I don't know. I thought she was playing with us or anything. I don't know her like that.
Was she trying to be part of the horsing around?
I guess so.
All right, go on.
And out of reaction, like, I didn't know who it was. I just blacked out and I just got up and I punched her in the face.
And knocked her tooth out? Did you know her?
Not like that.
What am I missing? Does somebody want to tell me something? What am I missing? What really happened, Lisa?
This was how I told you that's happened.
What really happened?
Because when I was walking down the block, they was like crowding him, just hitting him.
Yeah, he says that you walked up to him and you put your slap in.
I didn't slap him.
And he didn't mind it from them, but he did mind it from you because he didn't know you and you weren't part of his friends.
Well, me and Justin, like in school, we just say hi and stuff like that.
Uh-huh. And what really happened, Justin? Because clearly I am missing something here. Because people don't just walk up to each other and start beating each other up. There's a reason why.
I was play fighting with my friends. We had settled down. We stopped, and I was tying my shoe.
Are you just going to repeat yourself? Because I don't want you to repeat yourself. I want you to say something new and fresh that gets me to understand why this happened. Because at the end of the day, there's a huge consequence. Someone got their tooth knocked out. That's not play fighting anymore. That's big league. As you know, right? Because what happened to you, Justin, you ended up getting arrested, right?
Yes.
And you ended up having to face the music in court.
Yes.
Had you ever been to court before?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever been to court since?
No.
So that sort of stunk, right?
Yes.
It was an earth-shattering experience, and it probably was a pretty big earth-shattering experience for your mom, right?
Yes.
How many children do you have?
One.
When you go big, don't you?
So if a girl slaps a boy, can the boy strike back, ever? What do you think?
Never. No, not at all. That's the girl.
Really? So the girl just has carte blanche to do whatever she wants?
No, did she strike him with a machete or an axe or something? Or?
I mean, what does a guy do if a girl starts hitting him? What does a guy do?
If the girl is bigger than him, what happened to self-defense?
No, leave. Anybody knows that a boy should never hit a girl.
But you don't think girls can get violent and hurt a guy?
They can, but I would just leave because it could get really
out of control.
It could get out of control.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
When your daughter comes home, tell me about what things from your perspective when your daughter walks in the door.
When she came home, she was all bloody, crying and everything. I was trying to get her to calm down a little bit. And then she opened her mouth, and one tooth was missing, and all this blood and everything. And I was nervous myself. And the only thing I could do is think of is to call 911.
Sure. And
when I called 911, they came. And the teachers from the after school saw everything, and they came up. One I couldn't get in contact with. Two of them I couldn't get in contact.
How do you not get in contact with them? They work in the after-school program.
I called them and leave message. They didn't return my call.
Didn't the police ever take statements from the teachers before it went to court?
Well, he told me he was going to go over and take statement. I went back to the school. They told me that the police never came. I went through this for about almost 1 year. It took me from...
Show me the dental records, please. I have to tell you, before I walked out here, I'm thinking to myself, okay, there is something the two of them are not telling me. Because people don't walk up to each other randomly and slap each other or punch each other. It doesn't happen. There's a reason. So maybe it's a reason they don't want moms to find out about. Maybe it's drugs. Maybe it's something they're ashamed about. Some other reason they don't want it public. But I don't think it's that complicated anymore. One of two things happened, and only one of two things. Either he turned around and punched a person out of the blue, which is your version, or what I think is the more likely version, which is she wants to get in on the fun, either maliciously or not maliciously. Just wants to be part of the gang. Wants to be part of whatever's going on out there. I don't know. But either way, I end up with the same result. Because I got a 13-year-old girl without a tooth who's going to need oral surgery to replace the tooth. Okay? But what you ended up doing, even though mercifully you're not lying about it now and claiming it to be self-defense, is you ended up having a real overreaction to something. Because even if she slapped you, you might have a reaction of pushing the person who slapped you or slapping the person who slapped you. But it's like I come to a fight with a fist and you come to a fight with an AK-47. And that's what the net result of this was. When there's mutual combat, when there's two people at it with each other, okay, each one is responsible for the damages of the other. You have zero damages, okay? She has $2,400 worth of damages, plus she's suing for pain and suffering. When there's just you assaulting her, you would be responsible for the whole thing too. And when you have a bad reaction, an overreaction that doesn't qualify as self-defense, you'd also be responsible for the whole thing. So you see, no matter how we slice it, in the facts that I have, you are responsible for it. You get it? All right. Good Lord. I mean, since she's sticking to the story that she's just completely out of the blue hit, I can't really look at her and ask, what did you learn from this? What did you learn from this?
Never to hit a girl.
Never hit a girl, but what if it was a guy and they had you think that the cap would cost less? I mean, it's just more humiliating for you that it was a girl, right? As frankly it should be. Okay, but if it was a guy, it'd be the same result. We have let me tell you something. One punch is all it takes for someone to hit their head against the concrete and go. We had a name for it at the prosecutor's office, one-punch homicides, where the person never intended for the person to die. They just intended to punch him out once. But bad stuff happens. And it spirals out of control. All right. I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of the $2,400. I find in favor of the plaintiff in an additional $600 for pain and suffering, for a total of $3,000. Verdict for the plaintiff. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
Hold on right there, please.
All right, so the plaintiff has won this case here in the People's Court. Defendant stepping out into the hallway. What are you feeling right now?
No comment.
What about the judge's ruling?
It's done and it's over with. She can't sue me no more. That's it.
All right. You have anything you want to say to your son now that this is all done? He's been found guilty of his actions.
Yeah, he's been found guilty, and the only thing I have to tell my son is that, you know what, you don't horseplay with nobody, whether it's male or female.
You feel responsible for what you did?
Yes.
All right, right around the corner this way. Fellow Officer McIntosh. Let's see what the plaintiff has to say coming out here. You finally satisfied this whole thing is over? Did you get what you wanted out of this?
Yes.
What was that?
Well,
Did you want to teach him a lesson? Did you just want money?
I wanted to teach him a lesson, because for him to hit a girl, that's not a good thing. My daughter, she's beautiful and everything, and he spoiled her tooth. Now she's very unhappy with all of this.
Are you going to stand there and say that he just took a shot at you out of the clear blue sky for no reason?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's go to Harvey.
Okay, the rule is that you can use reasonable force to stop somebody, but it has to be true self-defense, where it's the only way to protect yourself. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.